everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I am working on some decoupage projects here. I have so many napkins that I really need to get going on some more of this stuff. I have a lot of stuff set aside, so you're probably going to see quite a few different decoupage projects coming up here. But this first one here, this is this little container I picked up at Dollar Tree. Has these cute little lid on it here. I have one in my bedroom that has Q-tips in it and stuff. I wanted to make a different one here to put like in my one bathroom. So we are going to use, where is the napkin I'm going to use for this? These napkins here. All these napkins I got at Dollar Tree. So I figured I'd make this simple for anybody who wants to, use these or whatever. They're easy to get at Dollar Tree. But you can find napkins all over the place. eBay, on Etsy, anywhere. There's people that's selling. There's groups that trade them on Facebook. I don't know what they are because I don't belong to any of those because I just have so many napkins. But everywhere I go, I look, even the grocery stores. I'm going to use this one also on one that I got at Dollar Tree. And then also this cute little Hello Summer napkin. I love these too. So I figured I'd get going here and use some of these up. Now for this one here, I'm going to leave this one kind of clear. I did put a thin coat of Mod Podge on here just because like glass and plastic, it's really sometimes difficult to get your images to sit still when you put them on there. They'll slide or they'll tear. So I just put a thin coat on there, and I did on the top too, but I don't think I'm going to decoupage anything on the top. I am going to spray this with a clear coat when I'm done. And then I'm just going to use these little, these are yogurt jars. You can use any kind of jar. I look at these things and I'm like, I'm going to save some. So I saved like 4 of these to do some projects with. So, and these are just a nice little size. Now this one I'm actually going to paint with this Snow White chalk paint. I'm going to do 2 of these. This is just the Waverly's chalk paint. And chalk paint works so much better on glass. You just want to make sure you get your glass nice and clean first. Either wash it really good with Dawn or wipe it up. I actually wiped some off with this acetone from Dollar Tree or alcohol, whatever, just to get anything off of there that's on there. So this one's already done with the Mod Podge, already nice and dry, so we can start working on that in a second. And what I'm going to work on that one is the butterfly napkins. I actually cut them out, just kind of fuzzy cut around them, left a little bit of the white on the outer edge, and I just cut out a whole bunch of these different little butterflies I thought would look cute on that one. So first I want to show you how I painted these other jars here. I have a couple that are already done. I just kind of shake this up real good, open it up, and I just use whatever in the lid because you don't need a lot. And the way I paint these is because it gives it a nice texture, because I use one of these round sponge brushes. You can get these at Dollar Tree too. I just smear the paint all over it real quick like. I'm not going to really do this whole one here, but I'm just going to show you how I do these. And then I just go in and I tap it. And I'll show you why here. It doesn't leave any like paintbrush lines or brush strokes or anything. It just leaves this nice texture on here, and it's not much of one. Once it dries, it pretty much flattens out. So I did that on this. I did 2 coats. I did the bottom, I did the whole thing, and then I'm going to set this one aside here, put this in some water, and yeah, and then that's how they come out. I have 2 of these already painted up nice. So yeah, really easy. It only takes like you could probably do a bunch of these like in 5 minutes. It does not take much at all. I'm going to get my lid back on. Here we go. And I need one of my little baby wipes here because, of course, I splashed paint. All right, let me clean that up here real quick because it actually is on my pants. Good thing these are not my good ones. All right, there we go. Good enough. All right, so let's see. Let's start out with this clear one here. I'm just going to take the lid off. Oh, I need a thing to put my Mod Podge in. Hang on a second. All right, got a bowl. I just paused that for a second. I'm just going to use some of this. This is the gloss Mod Podge. That's what I actually put on here to paint these on here with. And I'm just going to put some of that here in a bowl. I have one of these plastic bowls that get in the party section at Dollar Tree, or whatever bowl. I usually save a bunch of those from ice cream and stuff too. But and then these are, of course, my favorite brushes from Dollar Tree. So let's see. I'm just going to set these on here. Now, when you have these, it's a 2-ply. You want to make sure, where is a piece of paper here where I can show you the napkin here. You want to make sure you take the other ply off of this. I just usually wet my fingers and they pull right apart. There we go. So yeah, you want to get down to the single ply. And most of the Dollar Tree napkins are only a 2-ply napkin, so it's pretty simple. All right, whoops, where'd you go? Here's my butterflies. So I cut these out here. I thought these would be cute to go up from the bottom. So I'm gonna start down here on the bottom and just paint over them. See how slippery, even still, you stay there. But I'm just gonna paint over top. It'll soak right through with your, 1-ply napkin, and it dries nice and clear. And you don't want these too thick, just enough to soak through. There we go. So then I'm just gonna make sure all of my brush strokes are going in the same direction, so when it's all said and done, it's gonna look nice. I don't want to get any on the top here, or my lid's gonna stick. All right, so there we have that. We have these 2 guys on here. It looks pretty good. And then let's see. Kind of want to work my way around, but all right, but I have a bunch of these cut out, a bunch. So let's see, where's my other 2s? And then I'm gonna kind of just fill in with some of the other ones here. Well, maybe we can, I don't want the blues right next to each other. Maybe we'll start over here with the pink, and then that way, a little bit different. All right, and you can, if it's all what you prefer, you can put a little bit of Mod Podge on first if you want to underneath. I don't like to, because things like this, when they get stuck, it's hard to pull it back up because the napkins are so fragile when you get down to the 1-ply. All right, so those are on there. And I'll just go back and fill these in more. Let's see. Let's take one of these green ones here. Make that one go maybe this way. Whoops, do I even have that? Nope, I have it upside. I had it backwards. All right. There we, whoops, let go of my finger now. I'm getting sticky already. All right, put that one there. Now these other ones I painted, I'm gonna actually cover up all the pretty much painted ones that I did, but I did it in this white because it really brings out the image. You'll see these are gonna be much more faint with the clear glass, but once you fill it up with stuff, they show up a little better. But I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep going all the way around with these. I'll finish this off camera so you're not getting too bored watching me put on butterflies, but that's it. I'm just gonna keep applying these all the way around. All right, let's see. I may have to cut out a few more. Maybe I could put this one facing this way. Get on there nicely. Yeah, see, now that went on pretty good with the Mod Podge on first. All right, so there we go. That's how that looks now. And then once it dries, it's going to look much, much prettier and much more, you'll see the butterflies much clearer. All right, so let me set this on the side because I'm just going to do the same thing all the way around. So we'll let that sit there for a minute, and we're going to take these here. Now for these, I'm pretty much going to cover these. I cut out a couple strips here, and I actually just ripped off the one edge because I don't like to see the straight edges on them. Now with these, you kind of got to just do piece by piece, because once you get like over to a certain point here, it's going to start going down this way because of the shape of your, it depends on the shape of your jar. And I'll leave some hang over the edge. We'll clean those up later, or I might just put these down on the bottom. I don't know. We shall see. But anyway, let's just put this down. It's going to be so easy. Easy peasy. hopefully. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, but I think this one is, and I think this one's going to go right underneath really nicely. Okay, so that's good. And these, you can use these for anything. You could fill these up, you put a little sand in them or something for like a little tea light candle in there. You could use it for a little vase, like on a tiered tray, or just up on a shelf with some cutesy little things in it. I mean, you could use these for whatever you want. You could even stick some Q-tips in this too if you wanted to, but I want to do some of these for outdoors. I want to get some of the tea light size candles. I know they have them at Dollar Tree. And then fill these up with some sand, put my little tea light citronella candle in there, and have these outside. I think these will look real cute for the summer. All right, so we got that there. Getting a little wrinkly down here. But look how easy that was. But like I said, the white, you paint it white first, and it really, really, really helps to bring out the picture on the napkin better. All right, so this is the one I just tore this end off. We're gonna try to match this up somewhat here with this flag. It may not be perfect, but I think we'll be okay. Let's see. That matches up pretty good right there, even with that little star. Look at that. Yay, okay. Makes my day when things match up. I didn't rip the other side off yet, so we'll see how this is going to go. Like I said, this Mod Podge soaks right through the napkin, so you don't have to worry about a thing. And I think that will work out just fine. Yepperoo. Yepperoo. All right, but I do have to cut part of this off here. Now, where did we end up? Right there. So I wonder if I can tear this gently. Oh, I hear little peas screaming in the background. There we go. And there's our extra. We take that right off of there, and that will blend right in. And I am just going to try to get this to tuck right underneath here. I wasn't quite sure if that was going to work, but it does. And then just, you know, check for any bubbles or wrinkles or whatever. But that one is pretty much done. And I think I'm going to paint the top rim here either red or blue. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know once this dries and what I think. So we're going to set that guy right here, upside down, so that can dry. Now this one I did pretty much the same thing. Oh my goodness, little pig. I cut out a couple of these pieces of this summery napkin. Make sure I got this so it's going to stay up underneath this rim. I think that's a little too much. I'm gonna go see what I mean. Once you get it here and then you start going around, it wants to go down a little bit. But I think that's gonna be pretty good right there. And then we're gonna overlap that other napkin on there. Wait, this is a little too much. I wanna cut some of this off. Don't need that much underneath. These are so easy and so quick to make. I mean, whatever napkin you choose, you could just make tons of these for a party or whatever, if you wanted to make fancy little candle holder, depending on your jars that you have. I mean, you can get jars anywhere. I've used gravy jars, everything. I just love to decorate junk that I would normally just recycle or something and just make something pretty. All right, let's fold this end over here. Turn this, and I just stick my fingers inside of it here to hold it. again, I'm going to spray these too with a clear coat of, I'll show you what I'm going to use here when I'm done. I have to go get it off the shelf. But there we go. We have that print on there. It's just going to look so cute. You know, on a jar that normally would just get tossed, and, you know, why not save it and make something cute? Nobody will ever know that it was your garbage. All right. Now we're going to start here with this one to add on. Now, I didn't even really worry about too much about matching these up perfectly because, let's see, let me bring that over a little bit more. This doesn't have to go too far, so. Even in the camera, sorry, sometimes I have to pull this stuff up close to my face to see what I'm doing. All right. Yeah, get off of there. But it's just so easy. All right, so let me get this on here, and then I'm gonna let these guys dry. I'll finish putting my butterflies on, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna paint the top. All right, we can end this right. All right, let me push this down first. All right, now we are just gonna tear this off here. Wherever you want to end it, just, you know, gently, gently. That's the whole trick to it. Just very, very gently, just tear that off where you want to end up. And there you go. The whole thing is covered. Make sure I got these pushed down real good on the bottom. And there you go. Now you have this cutesy, cutesy summer one. Let me get some of these wrinkles here. Just make sure when you're trying to get these wrinkles out, you just have a lot of Mod Podge on your brush so it doesn't tug and really pull at the napkin too much. All right, so those are good. And they are just gonna sit right there to dry. And then I will finish up these guys. You start to see they're showing up a little clearer now that it's starting to dry. And then after this is done, I'll come back and show you how I'm gonna paint the rims, and all we have to do with this one now is just spray it when we're finished, so I will be right back. All right, these are all dry now. This one I'm just gonna spray. I'm actually gonna put the lid on and spray it. That way I don't get anything underneath this rim here, hopefully. If you do, just take a little sandpaper, go around it. It'll be fine. I decided I'm not gonna put anything on the top. I don't think I care for it. I think it'll be too much. So there's our clear butterflies, and whatever you filled up with will make it look even prettier. Here is our patriotic one for all our patriotic holidays coming up, which we got one coming up already this weekend. I can't believe it. It's gonna be Memorial Day. And I love this one. This one's great all summer long too. So now for the rim here, I decided I'm gonna use some of this. What is this? This is Imperial Red Home Decor Chalk Paint. Just need the tiniest bit. We're gonna go around the rim with that for this one. And then I have this, what colors? This is burnt orange. This I got from Michael's Craft Smart Paint. Chalk paint, so it doesn't matter. You can use acrylic too once you have your chalk paint on there already. It sticks pretty good. So then you're just going to need one of these smaller brushes, and I actually need a piece of, let me use this napkin here that I have all cut up because I don't want a ton of paint on here. I'm just going to put a little bit in the lid here and dip my brush in, scrape most of it off, and I'm just going to tap that on that napkin. Hopefully I can get it on my hands. All right, so that's going to be for this one here. And we're just going to go around the edge like this. Easy peasy. I love easy peasy. Anything that's easy peasy. But I think that'll just make this look real pretty. And it'll be a nice, it'll match, because it's a chalk paint, so it's, you know, a matte finish. But once I spray these, it'll be fine. It'll just match everything real nice. Whoops, I don't want it down in there. Get out of there. And then maybe I'll just go around the edge here a teeny bit. Like I said, you don't need much paint at all to do this. Just this one little tap in that lid is going to be plenty for this whole thing. And yeah, there we go. So that'll be the top of this one with this pretty orange. And then let me stick that in some water. And then for the other one, we're just gonna do the same thing. You could use red, blue, whatever, or you could just leave it be if you don't want to do anything to it. There we go. Let me get my other brush here. Just tap that in some of this red paint, scrape most of it off. It's all on the sponge. And I'm just gonna tap it on my, you see what I'm doing, tap it on my napkin here. And then we're just gonna go around it. Like I said, you don't need a ton of this paint. I may have taken a little bit too much off of this one. We'll see if we can get all the way around. Nope, I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. Ooh, my Amazon parrot out there is, sees, oh, you know what? My husband's outside with the weed whacker. So anything different that they see freaks him out. So he's out there screaming right now at my husband weed whacking. And then I'm just gonna go around this edge just a little teeny bit. I don't want to get it on my image, which I just did. Carefully. And that's that. So now all I have to do with these guys is seal all this stuff up nicely, and then these are done. My little things that I was going to throw in the garbage are now going to be cute little citronella candle holders for me outside. And it's not going to affect this anything because it's going to have sand in it. It's going to have the, I'll show you the little candle when I get done here. After I spray it and everything dries, I'll show you how that's going to look. And it's going to be up on the top, so it's not going to be down inside, like worry about melting any of this stuff off. But that's it. And I'm going to use this Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover Satin Clear Spray Paint. You can use any clear spray paint, honestly. It doesn't even have to be this. As long as you're not like using it for food, it really doesn't matter which kind you use. But you really do need something if you're going to have these outside. And also keep in mind, if you have these outside, I'm going to probably not leave them there, or I'm going to put them somewhere where it's shady, because after a while the sun will fade these napkins. So you kind of, if you're not using them, just kind of put them away so they're not in the direct sun all the time. So that's it. I'm just going to take these out, give these a little, just one coat of this 2x clear spray paint as soon as this top piece is dry here, and then we'll be all finished. So once that's done, I will be right back. Okay, these are all dry. I filled them up with some sand. Just get this sand at Dollar Tree, usually down by where they have the candle section, stuff like that. I don't know, every place is different, so you know, they have the rocks and they have sand and all that stuff. So I just filled this up, I don't know, probably about ½ an inch before the top here. And then they have these citronella candles. I think it's a 12-pack at Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna kind of whittle that down here in the sand. And that will stick right up here on the top. There we go. So I'm gonna wiggle that one down some more. There, perfect. So there you go. You have your perfect little thing. You can sit on a table for a picnic, whatever. Try to keep the bugs away. Trust me, you could make a whole bunch of these real quick if you did them like all at the same time. And you know, what a great little thing. Any jar you have, it doesn't matter. You could use a taller jar, you know, like the gravies or whatever you dump out of it. I save everything. That's my whole problem. But anyway, here is the other one. I'm going to use this for like cotton balls or Q-tips or something, but of course I can't find my cotton balls, so I just stuck some paper towels in there just so you can see the pretty butterflies on there. And you could always use a darker print or paint this or whatever and put a, you know, brighter image on here. But I thought that would just be perfect to sit in the bathroom. And these are all sprayed up. I gave them a coat of that clear spray, and they're all ready to go. So that is it. That was my little project for today. Take some pictures of these to put at the end. And thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.